guys, it's Tessa. So today I thought it would be fun to film all of the projects I want to finish by the end of the year, because for me it's mid to late November. I think this video is going up mid to late December, so that will be really fun. But I regardless wanted to kind of hop on, show you guys the projects I'm working on, kind of give you a layout of the plan I'm working on, and go from there. So, firstly, I want to finish this gosh darn dang Flabby Bobby, Big Beautiful Me, whatever. Some of you will get that. But I want to finish this stinking cardigan. I'm still on the first sleeve because I had to do a bunch of work for one, Black Friday, and two, for my market for this month. So I had to do all of that. So that was a little bit, like, preoccupied my time a little bit. But that should mean that now the rest of this month and into December should be more open for me as well. So that's exciting. But essentially, the three projects, I know, 3 is crazy, but the 3 projects I'd like to finish this year is one, this guy, which fully achievable, by the way. I haven't worked on it in about 2 weeks, but when I was working on it almost every day, it only took me about, or I only worked on the sleeve for probably about an hour or so far, and it's probably a third of the way completed, or a little less than that maybe. But because of that, it means I can kind of gauge the amount of time left on the sleeve. The button band took me not long at all. I'm marking my decreases currently, sorry. The first half of the button band took me not long at all. I don't think the second half of the button band will take me very much longer at all either. The only thing that might be difficult is just the buttonholes themselves and like where to place them. And then I have the second sleeve, and then the collar is the final piece. So it really shouldn't take me long. I should be able to finish this by mid-December. Okay, let's be realistic here. I could finish this by mid-December, okay? But I think the problem is the other project. So as many of you know, the cardigan I was working on before this one was an utter failure because I, 1, did not use any frame of reference or a pattern, 2, was going to steek that cardigan, chose not to now. And then also because I didn't use a pattern, all of the stitches were out of order. Like, I didn't have enough on the shoulders, I had way too many in the back, and so on and so forth. So I essentially put that project in jail to start this one. But I think the new game plan for that one is I am going to frog the entire thing, okay? And then I think I'm either going to model it off of like your basic like a V cardigan, because that's kind of the vibe I was going for, but I did it striped, and I think this time I'm going to do color blocking instead. So I'm going to do the top portion and as far down as I can, probably in the dark brown color, and then I will do the rest in the green. I think it'll look better that way. I think also I could add a nice pocket on it too, that would look pretty nice. And I think I might either use the pearl jacket pattern, I'll insert a photo of it here, or I will use some like version, I can't remember the name of the pattern off the top of my head unfortunately, but it's this pattern I downloaded off of, I believe, Ravelry. And it's basically a like made to measure v-neck like sweater. And so I think what I could do is use the same starting stitches and make the v-neck cardigan instead of the v-neck shirt. It would be a little bit finicky, but I think I could manage it. So that's kind of my plan there. I don't know when I can get that started. It's going to use the same size needles as this guy, so it's going to take me a while. That's why I'm like, realistically, I don't think I can complete that in time. But the third project that I'm like 99% sure I could complete on time is this item that I'd been working on for, not working on, but kind of working on for the last few months. It was supposed to be completed prior to my first market in October, and I never lined it, so I couldn't finish it, but it is this triangle bag. I really love the colors And I love that the straps are the, you tie them yourself. And the way I did the stitching, it makes it so they don't gonna overstretch too much. But my plan is to line the inside of the bag and the straps to really help with the stretching. I just hate lining bags, especially V-shaped bags like this. I just hate lining because they're a pain in the ass to deal with. But I think if I can just like crack down on it, then I should be able to finish it, no biggie. So all I need to do is cut the fabric. I have tons of fabric to pick from. Cut the fabric, so many pieces that need to be sewed together, and under the bag as well. I'm a little tired, sorry. The next project I'd like to complete in time as well is this pair of pants. I'll kind of insert the TikTok here while I talk about it. But I saw this TikTok a really long time ago at this point, and it's been living rent-free in my head basically since I saw it. So now I kind of desperately want to remake it, or make it for myself essentially, with this fabric I got for my birthday a couple years ago. It's like this mushroom fabric. You guys have seen it on here a little bit. You can also kind of see it here on my makeshift armrest. But that is my plan with those. I'd like to finish those by the start of this year. Those could also probably be done in time. I ran into an issue on the ankle cuffs. I just didn't, so I ran into an issue on the ankle cuffs where when I attached them initially, I didn't have enough ankle width fabric to compensate for the ankle cuffs fabric. It doesn't make a lot of sense. I explained it better in the other video once that's posted. That should be coming out this year as well, by the end of this year. But with that, I was able to fix one of them, no problem. It's just by the time I got around to the second one, I was exhausted that day. And then I realized my November market was coming up, and I was kind of crashing out a little bit. So I've just kind of beelined all of my efforts to that. Additionally, I do want to make, I don't think I can finish it by the end of this year, but I do want to make a new pair of mitts. I know I just finished that mohair and Malabrigo pair, but I think I want to make a pair similar to that I can wear a little bit more universally for like, our cold weather here in California. Like, I like those mitts, I really do like them. The only problem is I feel like there's just too much padding when I fold it over. So I think I'm going to use the same pattern and just not make it not make it able to be folded over properly. And it should be fine. It shouldn't take me more than probably a weekend to finish, honestly, if I really just sit down and do it. But those are the projects that I can think of. Obviously, this one's going to be finished in time, but I'm also working on a new rainbow cardigan, which should be completed prior to my market, which it will be. My market's about a week away at this point, or a little less than that. I still haven't received my darn instructions yet for it, which has me a little nervous, but I confirmed that I was one of the attending vendors, so I don't know. But should be fine regardless. I have only 2 color rows left, and then a row of black on each panel left, then the cuffs and weaving in the ends, and all of that should only take another night or two. But that is it for this video. If you want to see some other stuff that I have worked on recently, you should go check out my website. It's gibbshandmadegoods.com, or you can copy and paste into your URL from the caption below. If you have any questions on anything I've made, or you have any questions on anything I'm planning to make, leave me a comment below as well. And if you want to see more from me, please subscribe. I'll see you guys next time. Bye.